What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing on this glorious Saturday? First and foremost, let me say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Continue to keep doing what you're doing. Continue to keep thriving. Continue to keep pushing the kids forward and being the best dad that you can possibly be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. And let me say this too. All y'all single mothers out there, we get what you got to do. We understand what it is that you have to do, but this is not your day. So leave it to the actual fathers out here. Leave it to them. And for all the pet people, this day for you either. All right, this is Father's Day, the actual fathers. So shout out to y'all. Hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Hope y'all get the best out of it, get the things that you want, whatever that may be. All right. So with that being said, before we get started, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that way you won't miss any more live streams. You won't miss any more uploaded videos that I post up. And also, if you want to become part of the ENG community, all you got to do is pay minimum 99 cents. That's it. You'll get the latest. You'll be the first ones to get the uploaded post before it goes public. So you get to watch it. You get to engage with it. You know what I'm saying? And also, you get access to me too. You get more access to me. All right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I want to start off with something pretty dope. I want to talk about Arizona right now, man. And Buc-ee's. For those people who don't know what Buc-ee's is pretty much, it's almost like a one-stop shop for the most part. It's almost like a one-stop shop. And so they are building one and they're opening this Monday, tomorrow. The opening is tomorrow, and this is going to be the first Buc-ee's in Arizona. The first one that they're opening up. So I think this is pretty dope. We're going to watch it, then I'm going to give my thoughts and my opinions. So that being said, let's go ahead and rock out.
Themed merch and the world famous beaver nuggets. We're just 1 weekend away from Arizona's very first Buc-ee's location. It's open out in Goodyear. Today is a very special day. It's open for just a small pool of guests who were invited to check it out early, besides Ian, and that would be the Goodyear first responders, of course. So Ian is there to show us around. I know you are loving it there, buddy.
Oh, my goodness. Do not ever start eating beaver nuggets because you will not be able to stop. They're going to have to pry these from my hand. Look at this. I got the garb going on. I'm ready to go. You're probably wondering, well, why do I need a grocery basket for a gas station? This is not a gas station, folks. This is an experience. The first Buc-ee's in Arizona. They don't have them in New Mexico. If you want one, you got to go all the way to the panhandle of Texas. Check it out. All sorts of amazing merch. And I'll tell you, a guy we're going to be talking with in the 9 a.m. hour has the coolest job in the world. Randy Pauly, the pitmaster himself. What are you chewing on?
Just a little brisket taco, reading a book.
Oh, gosh. He is going to take us behind the scenes. If you've ever tried the brisket at Buc-ee's anywhere in the country, he is the man responsible for it. This is their fudge station. Super famous. People love the fudge here. Now, they're doing their training right now, and very soon they're going to open the doors for the first responders, a way to say thank you to them and kind of help the staff and get the reps in. This is a massive undertaking, a 70,000 square foot store, 120 gas pumps, and a really big deal in Arizona. Tim Early joining me. Thanks for getting up with us early.
But of course.
How excited are you guys to finally come to Arizona?
You know, this is a great opportunity for us, and it's our furthest west door, and we're excited to open.
For someone who's never been in a Buc-ee's, how do you even describe it to them?
Man, you can try to your best, but you have to get out here to actually experience it.
Yeah, you guys have it all. You're known for your famous Texas brisket, but it's so much more. It's to me, it's like a Bass Pro Shop mixed with a shopping center, mixed with a food court. It's so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, including the restrooms. Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah.
You have to get in the restrooms when you get here. Yeah.
And the origins of this place kind of has to deal with the restrooms. The owner, he was on a road trip or something, and he was at a stop, and he's like, I don't want my daughter going in there.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's how.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. This is looking at it from the ENG perspective, right? Looking at it from Courtnee Edgar's perspective, right? And how I'm looking at this, and how valuable this is to have a Buc-ee's come into the city. Do y'all understand the amount of revenue that's going to drive? Do you understand? Because what most people aren't understanding, when you go to a Buc-ee's, think about it. Arizona sits right in between California and Texas. There's nothing real deal in New Mexico. But then you're coming from California, then once you hit Arizona, now the fact that you got a big old Buc-ee's sitting right there, you know, and of course they got a dope rep. They talk about, you know, how clean the bathrooms are and different things like that. And it's dang near like a Walmart, but just a gas station, right? But the revenue and what that's going to do for the city of Goodyear. Shout out to Joe Pizzolo. Shout out to Joe Pizzolo, the mayor for the city. Dog, this is going to drive, not only is it going to drive opportunities, more jobs, because I think they had over 2,000, if I'm not mistaken, I think they had over 2,000 applicants, and there was only 200 to 400 jobs available. Just to be a general manager at Buc-ee's, I think you're making anywhere between, I think, $135,000 to be a general manager for Buc-ee's. So that's driving revenue. But here's the crazy thing. The revenue that you're going to be driving, that's going to be coming from the travelers, not necessarily the people that live in the city. Of course, you're going to get money coming, you know, of course, you're going to get that. But most of the money is going to be coming from travelers. Everybody's going to want to stop at Buc-ee's. When they see a Buc-ee's, they're going to pull over right there on Bullard. Right there off of Bullard, you're going to have a Buc-ee's. That's going to drive so much money. Huh. But one thing I can say, Goodyear is growing. Goodyear is growing exponentially. I'm talking they are growing exponentially. Pizzolo has been doing a phenomenal job.
This whole piece came together for us. Yeah, absolutely.
How important is today to say thank you to the first responders, to get the staff ready, and just kind of get ready before the Monday?
Yeah, this is our time to.
You can see it right off the highway. So if you go, so this is the 10 right here. Right there, we see the highway. That's the 10. That's the highway 10. That's the 10 right there. Bullard is right there, of course, where you see my arrow. If you can see my arrow, that's Bullard. Right there off the highway. Look how big that dang story is. Yeah, brisket on board. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. This is crazy.
To show our gratitude towards the first responders. We're looking forward to actually mingle with the community. So we're very excited with that.
And they're going to get to try some of this amazing food.
Absolutely. They get to sample all of our food in the deli area and get to experience all that.
What should people keep in mind for Monday? It is obviously going to be very busy here when it opens to the public.
It is going to be very busy, but it's going to be an exciting time for us. So, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are ready.
I think from my perspective, though, I think I wanted to go. I wanted to be there for the opening, but like they said, you know, it's for first responders, so they're gonna be opening the door to them. So that's pretty dope in itself. But when you look at it from this perspective, though, it just lets you know the amount of money that Goodyear is operating in the surplus. Goodyear has been doing great. They've been building like crazy in this area. And then not to mention they have a baseball, they have the Cincinnati Reds. They have their field training is right down the street from Buc-ee's. Then across the highway, they're building this entire downtown of Goodyear. So they're building that up. Trader Joe's, what they had? They got Trader Joe's, BJ's, Cheddar's, Harkins Theater. They have so many other stores that they're coming, and there's many more stores to come. So, and there's still a ton of land to be built on. So it's only going to continue to keep getting exponentially bigger, bro. Shout out to Goodyear, bro. Shout out to Goodyear, man. Shout out to the city. Shout out to the city. But let me know what y'all think, man. What have y'all anybody ever been to Goodyear, Arizona? And if you have, what do you think about it? You know, have you ever wanted to visit Goodyear, Arizona? Do you live in the city? What are your thoughts about the Buc-ee's? Have you ever experienced Buc-ee's? Let me know y'all thoughts, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments and when I upload this video as well. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. You dig?
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Word. Ooh, do we want to talk about this? Let's go to I want to go into this topic real quick, man. So I know we're way past it. I'm gonna bring this up too. I'm gonna bring this up because I'm gonna open the gates. I'm gonna open the floodgates early because I want y'all to. I want to really get y'all thoughts on this. All right, I want to get y'all thoughts on this. So I'm gonna open the call line up. All right. So this has been going on. What we're in June. So 6 months ago, some shit went off the rails with Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb, right? Everybody was showing who they was for. Some people on a different side of the aisle, and then some people were sitting right in the middle. They were indifferent about the conversation. Overall, more visibility came, money was made, beefs were started, some beefs ended, but conversation is still going. And Corey Holcomb went on to Cameron's channel. I mean, his channel. Went into the interview, went on to their show, and they had a conversation about Anton. Now, House of Hypocrites. Now, shout out to him. I'll make sure I link his content, because I'll making sure that he get the love that he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? His original content. He reacted to this as well. Now, I didn't watch the full video, but I want to see what he has to say about it, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rock out, dog.
I don't have time to fight.
Right.
People get killed in fights.
Right.
So I'm just saying, whatever he capitalized off that, I'll tell you, you got me, dog. You came on the show and he was talking about I came and on your hood and all like that. All I'm saying, man, you should be careful living like that.
But it's two things, right? He may not have known that was disrespectful, even though it's the utmost disrespectful. Then when you see you got in his face and told him he's seen the disrespect, and you told him to say it again, and he didn't say it again. So that was really the end of it. Because now you know, maybe you from somewhere where that's not disrespectful, which it is. Now you see how disrespectful it is. Say it again, and you didn't say it again. So for real niggas, I'm just telling you, real niggas.
Smoking mirrors at
it's over after you didn't say it again. It was basically done.
6 months after the altercation with Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb sits down with Cameron on his show Talk with Flea to discuss what he really felt about the situation. So let's get into this video.
Speaking of altercations or conflicts, you just had things that Anton Daniels on your show. That's his name. I don't want to, I don't, because I've never seen him before he was on your show, and I didn't see the show. I just seen the clip. And whatever led to it, so I'm from New York, right? And I've been around, I traveled a lot of different places. And I actually lived in Chicago for like 4 years, from probably 2001 to 2005. And
that's when you did that song with Twisted Him?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know a little bit about you, bro.
Yeah. I was staying down by Wrigley, but I was on the west side, K-Town, every day. Yeah, I was up there every day, and my niggas up in K-Town, and I came back to New York calling niggas Joe and all type of shit. I did, and And even though, just like I said, traveling, living different places, few things you can say to people in certain geographies or just period as a man. And I know in New York, like for instance in Miami, you call somebody a fuck nigga, you gotta be ready to go. You must be ready to fight, do whatever the case may be. Because in New York, it ain't too bad. It's not like, because they, you know, whatever. But in New York, if you tell a nigga suck your butt, invite them to you, it's already paused, it's already you ready to go, saying that automatically. And when I seen the situation between you and him, you say kissing ass, which I didn't think was that bad. I'm not just saying that because you're on the show. I'm just telling you as a New Yorker. Cool. Then when he said what he said, I seemed to turn up, and I'm like, oh, them Chicago niggas might be on the same type of time what Corey just in general is, because when you invite somebody to the Frank stand, niggas have a problem with that.
He said Chicago. That nigga ain't from Chicago. He from Detroit. What you talking about, Cameron? He ain't from Chicago, man. Buddy, Anton from Detroit, homie. What you talking about, man?
What led to that? And then explain your emotion after that.
I didn't know him like that.
So not to cut you off, just to give my audience some preference in case they didn't see it. Corey had Anton Daniels on the show. It was my first time seeing him. I don't know too much about him, still don't. No disrespect to you. But Corey said he kissed ass, and then Antoine invited Corey to the Frank stand. Then Corey came and got in his face to where it was almost an altercation. And that's what Corey's about to explain to us right now.
I took a chance and had a guest on my show. I don't really like having a lot of people up there.
Say what? For real? OJ, you do Jackson use a clip of me? I ain't see it, bro. Send me the link. I gotta check it out. Send me the link, dog. I ain't even see that. That's dope. That's dope, though. Shout out to O'Shea.
I don't know,
Right.
because I know what happens. But I took a chance. Somebody gave me his number, and I set it up. And I just had never seen no shit like that. Who came up there, push my buttons, and try me. And if you coming at me with sex talk like that, that ain't how it go. But I'm so glad that it didn't go where it could have went, because you know I'm working.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this. A lot of people gonna say, well, he didn't go outside, bro. We already know, bro. If I check your temperature, if I come and sit down basically in your goddamn lap and tell you to say that shit again, and you don't utter those words verbatim, anything after that, bro, you woofing. Because as soon as Corey Holcomb went in his face, sat down in his face, put his hand in his face, and dared him to say that shit again, and he don't do it, you saying let's go outside is like, it's performative. It's literally performative. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you got people calling, oh, I'm proud of you, homie, Charles the White. I'm proud of you, homie. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't no way I'm gonna let any of you niggas come do what Corey Holcomb did to Anton, and it don't be.
Man, all y'all swear y'all about that life, man. Everybody, this is why a lot of y'all can't get ahead in life as it is. Y'all want to be hard so bad, bro. So bad. Now, mind you, New York is not a real place. What the heck just happened? But New York is not a real place. I understand that 110%, right? But just on one side of the aisle where you say that it was disrespectful when Anton said you are S and the D of the black people, somebody from anywhere else can take that as disrespect as well when you say you kissing the A of the white man. It's the same thing, regardless of what side of the aisle you're from. Two wrongs don't make a right. All right, we can say that. I bet. Was Anton wrong for saying it? Who? Was Corey wrong for saying it? Who? Because now we got to look at what engaged it. They came to have a conversation, correct? And could have Corey just let it be and they just continue to have the conversation? Yeah, absolutely they could have. And they could have had a conversation on the back end. If you were to want to talk about being professional and being performative, Because if Corey was about that life, he would have stole off the rip. Why do you need to say it again? I said what I said and I stood on it. I don't need to say it again for you. You heard it. You heard it. Everybody else heard it that was in the audience. Why do I need to say it again? I said what I said and I stand on it. It don't change the fact at all. So if you was gonna make a move, you would have made a move, bro. And this is why, because now it's all speculation at the end of the day. Oh, well, if he would have did it, if he would have said it again, I would have. Now it's all I would have. All you should do. I would have, should have, could have. I don't want to hear none of that. Because if you was really about it, you would have stole off. All it takes is one time. I don't need to say it again. If you really felt disrespected, you would have stole off right out the gate. I don't want to hear that, bro.
The scuffle right then and there. I don't have to invite you outside. That shit happening right then and there.
When you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass. But I don't.
Now, let's watch that. Let's watch that again. Let's watch it again. I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to notice something.
I don't have to invite you outside. That shit happening right then and there.
When you
just looking at this picture, who's seeming like they're the aggressor right now? Just having the conversation, right? Or some people may look at it as passionate, right? You're doing the finger pointing. The optics of your voice have gone up, and you talking at this person, you pointing at them. Now look at
dancing
this.
And kissing Caucasian males' ass. But I don't. Don't do that.
Look at him, calm, but I don't. Look at the two different. Listen, bro. I'm trying to be objective as I possibly can here watching this video. I'm trying to be objective here.
That in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck
nobody gonna tell you.
dick. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it right now.
Homie.
Like children, they think since Anton Daniel said, yeah, you do, is the same thing as you suck the D of black people. That is not the same thing.
How's a hypocrite? Why y'all making it? Why y'all trying to play semantics, bro? He said what he said the first time. If Corey was gonna do something, he would have stole off right then and there. If he really felt some type of way, cool. He checked him the first time, like, hey, I don't do none of that. And Anton doubled down on it. Yes, you do. If you really felt disrespected, you felt some type of way, because y'all know I clipped this little part up right here. This little part right here. He was surprised that he said it. When he hit him with that, you suck the D of the black beard, that was that look. If he really felt disrespected, he would have jumped out his seat right then and there. I don't want to hear all the extraness that y'all talking about. I get it. A lot of y'all don't like Anton because you don't rock with him and what he talks about because he's arrogant, or you don't think he stands up for the black community. Whatever your gripe is about him, remove that and look at the situation in itself. Because I guarantee you, if your boss at work told you that, I guarantee you're going to do the same exact thing that Corey did. Nothing. And if you really want to handle it, because again, a lot of y'all don't have business sense. A lot of y'all don't have the mental capacity to think outside. It's like, you know what? I'm not trying to risk the money. But we can get active off of camera. So that way we can really scuff it out and get to it. But I'm not going to do it on camera because I'm not going to risk your platform nor mine. But the degenerate is going to say, oh, man, you just scared. You just making up excuses. No, I'm looking out for this. I'm looking out for both of us because I don't want you to lose your platform, because you will lose your platform. All just off the strength of you fighting on camera. Now you're gonna risk your entire platform. You're gonna lose out on all your money just because you want to stand up and because somebody said, "Oh, you said I saw the deal." Get out of here, bro. I don't want to hear it.
That is not the same thing at all. He didn't never utter those words verbatim ever again throughout the show.
Believe me when I tell you, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that shit, cause that'll go bad.
So y'all still telling me Anton Daniels stood on 10 toes when a nigga chastising him in his face?
How you not standing 10 toes? Let's watch it again. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Maybe these people don't understand what. Let me see something. Hold on.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it, homie. I don't do no.
Okay, so switch it. He told him to switch it because he told what's her name, Darlene. He said, "Hey, watch out, man. Let me show y'all something." He told him. He said, "Hey, well, switch seats. I'm with it." Did he not just scoot up? Did he watch it? Look at what's going on here. Because y'all are so quick. Y'all really think y'all hard out here. Y'all really think y'all like that out here in these streets. Because if somebody truly is phased by somebody and they understand imminent danger because they are situationally aware, I would have gotten back about 6 feet because I'm thinking that this person really gonna be about their life. So I'm gonna get my distance if I know he about to steal off on me. I'm not gonna give him that opportunity. When I'm sitting here, you getting up, you moving chairs and shit like you really about to do something, and I don't move at all, that says more about the respect that I have that I don't have for you more than anything. I don't understand why y'all aren't seeing that. If I'm not fazed by all this performative stuff that you doing, I'm just sitting here like, shit, what's good with it? I'm here, bro. Like, what's up? Why can't y'all see that? I'm not. That's how I know a lot of y'all don't know how to fight. That's how I know a lot of y'all don't understand combat. Y'all really don't. Because if I was fazed by you, if I was really fazed by you, if I knew I was in imminent danger, I would have removed myself. I wouldn't put myself in a position to even get hit.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you.
What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Anton a coward because he talking and not about the action. This is how I know you don't understand combat, Kim. You don't understand combat. That's a degenerate move. I'm the one who told you that you sucked the D of black men. He the one who got up, Corey. He the one who got up and got in Anton's face. Anton sat down. He's like, I'm with it. What's up? Corey still ain't doing nothing. That shows the lack of respect that he has for Corey. That's what y'all don't understand. That's what y'all are missing. Because he know Corey wasn't going to do nothing. That's what you're missing. But see, also, again, you're still missing the fact that you aren't trying to jeopardize the money. Y'all gotta, come on, man. Y'all gotta think bigger. Y'all gotta stop thinking like y'all hood, like y'all still in the hood. Think, man. Think. Context clues. Think.
Tell you what, watch that shit, because that'll go bad.
So y'all still telling me Anton Daniels stood on 10 toes?
What you mean you don't want to understand combat? You need to understand combat, because if you understood combat, you will understand this situation. But you saying, oh, he too close, I would have Anton a coward. You can't call nobody a coward if you don't even understand combat, the basics of combat. Kim, listen. Kim, I love you, but I'm finna get off in you right now. What you mean, what money? Do you not understand that they make money on their channel? Anton and Corey Holcomb, they both make money on their channel. Their channel can get suspended for fighting on camera. You can get suspended for that. Your entire platform will be gone. I need y'all to understand that. This is why you ain't gonna fight on camera. Y'all want to see somebody fight so bad to stand up, then what? They lose their money. What you gonna do then? They lose their money. Well, at least he stood 10 toes on his shit. But he losing out on money just to appease y'all. Come on, man. Y'all gotta think, man. Y'all gotta do better, bro. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better, bro. Y'all really do. Exactly. Going there. Women always want men to just crash out. Crash out uncalculated. Them fighting on camera would have jeopardized both of their YouTube channels. That would have been dumb. Don't worry, we finna keep watching on Kim. Watch. You'll see.
When a nigga chastising him in his face.
I hadn't got there yet, bro. We coming.
Y'all forget that. And go straight to, well, he said let's go outside. Nigga, fuck that, man. Yo, I never let one of you peons do me like that.
What you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't want either. You
Okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you don't. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform.
Soon as Anton Daniels said, I'm gonna respect your platform, I knew he wasn't gonna fight at all. But let's get back into what Cameron and Corey Holcomb was talking about. Hey, make sure you get your black on black love t-shirts. The website should be pinned in the comments. You might see view products on the screen, or you can go to 95 West.
But I believe he did it on purpose because, you know, this internet game is a numbers game. And I think he knows how to capitalize off the numbers. And I think he tried me, which don't make sense because I just never saw like that. Right. I don't know people who do that to people. Right. You know, talk about, oh, you sucking. I've never seen that before. Right. Motherfucker, like you say, be ready to go to war. Yeah. And I'm sitting up here with cameras pointing at me, so I'm like, what? Yeah. So I go sit in the nigga lap, damn, just shit. Yeah. I didn't think he was a man. Right. I didn't think he was a man, because you can't do that to a man. Not where I'm from. Right. Motherfucker all in your shit, so he ain't do nothing. Then I had to tell him, say it again. Right. I'm so glad he didn't say it again. Right. Because it saved me. I know them lawyers was like, Corey, don't take that shit. Right. Knock his ass out. Because them retainers started 10 grand and up. Right. Trust me, I know. So
if Anton Daniels is suing or attempting to sue Corey Holcomb over the jokes of his daughter, imagine if Corey Holcomb would have popped off on Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels would have showed up in a whole neck brace and a cast the next day on the Millionaire Morning Show. So Corey Holcomb
that right there just defeats your entire purpose. If men are so violent, how come they didn't fight? If men are so violent, how come they didn't fight? But yet in the same sentence, just a few messages ago, you called him a coward. So pick one. Are they violent or not? Because you can't say just because you don't watch either one of them. We're talking about this situation right here. You can't say men are just violent, but yet there was no violence that happened. Come on, man. Come on. Stay with me, Kim. Stay with me.
Definitely have something to lose. But then again, Anton Daniels did not say that shit again. He just didn't. You're going to have people in the comments lying and said he said it 5 times. You a lie. I bet you $1,000 that Anton Daniels only said that shit once.
It ain't nothing. I'll never see that man again. Yeah. That man, he ain't going to walk up to me in the streets and say what he was saying. He took advantage of the cameras and the internet. Yeah, he's still going on because I seen, I can't even remember the other guy whose name. He's another troublemaker too. This dude show he's on, he's like, yeah, he didn't want to come outside. But more of the story is he's still going on about it. Have you left it alone, like nigga? Or he advised me outside. I've been doing this show probably. I don't think I missed a Tuesday. Okay. I'm not finna stop. How long? Tuesday, say 16 years. Yeah. I'm not finna stop what I'm doing and go outside because really. What else can I do? I was in your grill. Mm-hmm. I said, say it again. You didn't. There's nothing else. But to people who root for him, maybe they be like, yeah, you should have went outside. But I know the real boys and girls know what's up. I don't want to fight. I don't have time to fight. Right. People get killed.
If you don't want to fight, you ain't have time to fight. Why you being performative? Why you act like you was about to do something? You weren't going to do anything, Corey. So this is the shit I'm talking about, man. You doing the exact same thing. You being performative on camera. You knew you weren't gonna fight. You knew you weren't even trying to fight. So why are you being performative as if that's something that you was about to do? He's sitting right there with you in your face. You can say that he's being performative as well. It is what it is. At the end of the day, neither one of y'all fault. Why are you still talking about it? Because you weren't finna do nothing. Just as he said he wasn't finna do nothing. He already told you want to walk outside. Cool. You said you weren't gonna go outside. Bet. It is what it is. Conversation over with. But again, degenerates, man. Degenerates. He said, I don't watch. Yeah, I don't watch. Yeah, I don't watch Antoine. I don't watch Antoine's. I don't. I watch Anton. You feel me? I know he left eventually. I'm saying I would have left immediately. Okay, well, you would have left. You would have left immediately. Cool. But they were trying to. But again, during that entire spat, they tried to calm things down. But Corey was still there. They were still chirping back and forth, and I guess Corey was still hurt about it, so he brought the situation up again because he felt some type of way. And then that's when Anton then led and said, "Hey man, we can take it outside. We can take it outside because I respect you, and I don't want to mess up your platform." So that's the ultimate. Hey, we can catch a fade, but let's catch a fade outside because I don't want to jeopardize your channel and get your whole thing messed up. But we can box. I'm with it. We can step right outside and box. Cut the camera off for 10 minutes. We can get to it and come right back and have a conversation like it wasn't nothing. That's what we could do. Or Darlene and Craig Schmidt, they could have kept the show going till that time and they walked back, got themselves together, got back on camera, and had a full-on conversation. And the beef could have been over with. But Corey didn't go outside. So we can play both. You can play both sides if you want to. But the proof was there. Anton wasn't being a coward. He stood 10 toes like, I don't give a damn about none of that stuff that you talking about. I don't care about nothing you talking about. If you about it, I'm with it. He didn't back up. He was in his face, which shows the lack of respect that he had for Corey, because that lets me know, like, dang, bro, you ain't even afraid at the fact that I'm in your face right now. Like, no, because I know you ain't gonna do nothing. I would feel more upset. I would feel more disrespected at the fact that you don't even find me as a threat. I'm in your face right now, and you don't even see me as a threat. I would take that as more disrespectful than somebody saying that I suck the D of the Black community. What? Y'all backwards. Y'all backwards, bro. Y'all backwards.
Fights, right? So I'm just saying, whatever he capitalized off that. I'll tell you, you got me, dog. You came on the show and he was talking about I came and on your hood and all like that. All I'm saying, man, you should be careful living like that. It's sharks in the water. Didn't like what you said, but I know you probably don't even know what that means. But I'm just saying, it ain't no way I'm gonna come on somebody's show and if we get into an altercation, I'm gonna try to egg it on, right? Because I'm out here for the long haul.
Because he don't respect you. That's what y'all missing. He don't respect you. It's simple. That answers the entire question. He don't respect you. Because you talk a big game, but you ain't about it. It sound good. He checked your temperature, and you ain't doing nothing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What am I missing here?
But so whatever, if he got me, he got me. Hey, I ain't thinking about it. Right. I'm good. Sometimes you take a L and you know, listen, like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm just telling you from like a nigga perspective. Outside the interview, like me, I mean, we're gonna put on a show, I'm just saying in general.
At the same time, didn't Cameron just got body dropped on his own show by a wrestler? That's somebody who's about it. Because Cam kept talking and disrespecting him, and Buddy felt disrespected. He already checked the temperature. Hey, bro, what's good with you, bro? Like, y'all straight? You good? Now we can also argue, was that performative as well? Could be. We don't know. I don't know. I only seen it once. But could that have been performative? Absolutely. However, he checked your temperature on camera. Cameron ain't do nothing. Oh, it was a WWE skit? Hey, I appreciate you for the clarification, big dog. I appreciate you for the clarification because I was about to say, Better tell me something. Because if that was real, I'm like, hey, you just got checked. So I appreciate you for correcting me, dog.
You did, niggas.
Before Cameron say what he said, Anton Daniels lied about not doing podcasts and doing interviews and shit. Still haven't been on his brothers in them podcasts. What Up Though podcast. Not trying to cause no friction, but I'm telling the truth. He ended up going on Yuck Mouth podcast and giving them an interview, trying to develop some type of street cred because Yuck Mouth and them some street dudes. So Anton strategically did that interview to try to, you know what I'm saying, boost up his street credibility or some shit. If y'all don't know, Cameron and Corey Holcomb is real street dudes, or at least was. So what Cameron is about to say gonna hold way more weight to niggas that know, that actually know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no peon siding with no peon. Peon Daniels.
Man.
You niggas too motherfucking street to never been to jail for me.
I speak to, like niggas that I spoke to, you couldn't handle they know better. Because it's two things, right? He may not have known that was disrespectful, even though it's the utmost disrespectful.
Yeah, I got you.
Then when you seen you got in his face and told him he seen the disrespect, and you told him to say it again, and he didn't say it again. So that was really the end of it. Because now you know, maybe you from somewhere where that's not disrespectful, which it is. Now you see how disrespectful it is. Say it again, and you didn't say it again. So for real niggas, I'm just telling you, real niggas.
Smoking mirrors at that.
It's after you didn't say it again, it was basically done. Last thing with altercations, and this is the last question. You know, I say, you know, because a lot of times people don't know, you know, of course you watch a podcast and so on and so forth, and everybody thinks it's kumbaya because y'all are comedians, but sometimes it's little interior things that go on.
This is how I know people don't understand combat, bro. This is how I know people don't understand. Why do y'all think that just because you hood that you know how to fight? Why do you think because you hood, you think you know how to fight? I know plenty of guys that ain't never been in the hood. Never. But would beat the brakes off of you. And they understand combat. You look at them, you think they wouldn't be able to handle themselves. But they will put you 6 feet under and be willing to. Hands are weapons. You don't need to be hood in order to understand how to conduct yourself and understand combat. And this is why this doesn't make sense to me. You talk about trying to get street cred. Don't nobody care about no street cred, bro. I don't need your street cred to understand who I am. I don't need street cred to put you in. I don't need street cred to break your jaw, dog. Let's be for real. I don't need street cred for that. I don't need to be hood for that. I do understand the basic combat one-on-one. Main thing is I'm not gonna attack you. I'm not gonna be the one that's the aggressor. I'm not gonna be the aggressor at all. If anything, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation because I'm more afraid of what I'm gonna do to you. And because let's be 110% clear. Just because men are dangerous, just because people say men are violent, most men don't even know how to fight. So I'm just gonna leave that there.
A friend of yours had put hands on Aries Spears. Are y'all good? You and Aries Spears?
No, hell no.
And what led to you and Aries Spears situation?
He the reason I don't like people coming to the podcast because he kept calling me Corey. Let me come on and all like that.
So just so we all follow it, it stemmed from him coming on your podcast.
Yeah.
And what happened when he came?
I've been following this, bro. I still don't. Y'all gonna have to tell me in the chat. I seen the Zoe Williams interview when Zoe Williams popped off on Aries Spears, but I don't know why it's a long-lasting beef with Corey Holcomb and Aries Spears. Like, I haven't followed that. Y'all gonna have to lace me up in the comments, but let's see what they saying.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Facts.
Off the chain.
What did he do exactly?
He was talking crazy to people. He called old girl Darlene on the show a bitch. And, he was over talking Zoe. And Zoe did the same thing I did to old boy. Zoe told him, say it again.
Right.
But he was bold enough to say it again.
Right.
So then he get beat up. And I'm like, man, I ain't want that.
Right.
I'm like, man, Aries, let me drive you home. They'll just drive my car. I just want to drive you home and chop it up with you. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, man, Aries, I ain't got no time for no drama up here. Next thing I know, lawyers is at us.
Right.
So I can't respect that.
Right.
Because I'm a comedian and I'm getting it out the mud, and you sending them people at me over a fight with, you didn't get jumped on.
Right.
You didn't even swing back. That motherfucker, this is what he did. Then he cried.
Man, whatever, bro. Listen, I clipped his I shared his video link in my description, so you know what I'm saying, you can go watch their original video. I'll say shout out to him, for making this video. He a content creator as well. Do your thing. We on two different sides of the aisle, big dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. We on two sides of the aisle. I disagree with what you're saying in regards to how Anton conducted himself. I disagree with you. And I disagree with the idea that people even think that Corey Holcomb was about that life just because he stood up and sat in his face. I look at it more as, dang, he don't even see me as a threat. I take that more personal. I would take that more personal than anything. You can say whatever you want, but if you don't look at me as a threat, yeah, big dog, we got a problem. We got an issue. Now I got to show you something because you don't take me as a threat. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So take that for what you will, big dog. But it is what it is. Shout out to them. They're gonna continue to keep making their money, continue to keep doing what they're doing. I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I'm doing, talking my talk the way that I talk it and how I talk it. And you ain't gonna change my mind. Your mama.
What do you mean by that?
All right, man. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Hey?
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
All right, so let me read this super chat real quick, bro. Listen. No disrespect, Riquez. I'm just being funny, bro. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like Corey Holcomb, and get upset. You know what I mean? Don't get upset, all right?
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man.
10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes?
10 years? I think more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to Souls of Thought 4387 for the $1.99. It says, keep grinding, got to get on each other's platforms. For sure, big dog. I appreciate you for pulling up. I appreciate you for showing love, homie. I appreciate that. For sure. Does not go unnoticed at all. All right, what else we got? Let me see what we got in these comments, see what y'all talking about. Yep. Absolutely. If y'all didn't hear, if y'all weren't here in the beginning, did say Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here. And I'll say it again. If you a single mother, this ain't for you. Don't claim Father's Day because you ain't no father, you a mother. You had your day, now it's Father's Day. You understand me? So stay over there on your side of that. You heard? All right. So let's go ahead and go to this next topic. I know y'all here. I know this is why most of y'all are here. So this has been going on for a while. Austin Metcalf, Karmelo Anthony. It's just an entire mess, man. It's a big mess. Now there's more video that has just come out, and they're showing the entire video from the beginning to the end of what happened. And people still have their thoughts, and people still on two different sides of the aisle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video, and then we're gonna give our thoughts and our opinions on it. All right. Oh, let me check. Let me read this too. Shout out to my dog. Appreciate your brother for the $2. He said, yeah, happy Father's Day, my boy. Hey, happy Father's Day to you, big dog. I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you. Father's Day is not for everybody. Let's not be disrespectful, Cam. Let's not be disrespectful. It is not for everybody. Chill out. Don't do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this this video, man. All right, let's go ahead and rock out.
Now we see. Y'all, we have Austin Metcalf, his brother, and a friend entering the stadium at this track meet. It's raining and it's wet. So we're watching them enter the stadium for their track meet. A big part of it was it raining or not? And we can clearly see it is raining. It is very wet. And people have umbrellas out, which lets you know that it is raining. So the big part of it was, what was he doing in the people's tent? Well, he was getting out of the rain, as we can clearly see that it is raining and it is very wet. So this is going to take a minute for these student athletes to reach the tent where they're going. And we clearly see Austin and his brother walking to, and some other student athletes walking to the tent, whichever tent they're going to. Now we see Karmelo enter the stadium, and it is still raining, and he's walking to go to a tent. And so now we see Karmelo enter this tent, and he's sitting at the back of the tent. He's sitting at the back, not bothering anybody, not speaking to anybody. He's back there by himself. And now we're going to see Austin get up out of his seat and move right next to Karmelo. This is very big because nobody's bothering Karmelo. Austin got out of his seat where he was sitting and went back to confront Karmelo. So Austin here is the aggressor because he didn't have to go back there and sit beside him. He was the agitator in all of this. And now we're going to see what ensues. And we see 3 minutes later, there's a push here, right? So that is Austin Metcalf get out of his seat the second time and put his hands on Karmelo. Now, he doesn't have authority. He is the aggressor here. He is the perpetrator here. He is not the victim. He got out of his seat the first time to move back there where Karmelo was sitting. And then he sat back there for 3 minutes. And then he gets up and he puts his hand on this man. This is justified self-defense. It is what it is. You cannot forcibly move somebody out of their space because you don't want them there. That's not how this works. So we see everything happens, and then we see Karmelo run off. And so we have agitator and all. See where he was sitting.
What?
Austin get up out of his seat and move right next to Karmelo. This is very big because nobody's bothering Karmelo. Austin got out of his seat where he was sitting and went back to confront Karmelo. So Austin here is the aggressor because he didn't have to go back there and sit beside him. He was the agitator in all of this. And now we're going to see what ensues, and we see 3 minutes later, there's a push here, right? So that is Austin Metcalf get out of his seat the second time and put his hands on Karmelo. Now, he doesn't have authority. He is the aggressor here. He is the perpetrator here. He is not the victim. He got out of his seat the first time to move back there where Karmelo was sitting. And then he sat back there for 3 minutes. And then he gets up and he puts his hand on this man. This is justified self-defense. It is what it is. You cannot forcibly move somebody out of their space because you don't want them there. That's not how this works. So we see everything happens.
This man said it's justified. What? How was that? How was it justified? We got full video. You got full video coverage. And it still doesn't justify him pulling a knife. Regardless if Austin got up from his bench. Because he probably told him, hey man, this ain't your tent, bro. You gotta keep it pushing. And then of course, Karmelo, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't doing nothing. And then Austin Metcalf proceeds to get up. Hey, I said you gotta go. Touch me, see what happens. You already threatened me. That's a threat. What do you mean? Touch me and see what happens. I beg your finest pardon. And then you proceed to pull out a knife. You ain't talking about putting your hands on me. You ain't talking about we about to box. You pulled out a knife. And that's justified? Where? Where? Where on the moral code? Where in the where in the book of law is that justified? Where? I'm trying to understand it.
And then we see Karmelo run off. And so we have to really, we just can't.
Nah, gang. Nope. I ain't going. But let me play this other video from this other guy.
It was edited. There was a scuffle. So I saw the Karmelo Anthony video, Free Karmelo. It was edited. There was a scuffle. Then all of a sudden it cut when someone's at the top of the what's name. Hey, look, don't matter no more. Karmelo's alive. Austin isn't. End of story. But what's important is something that's happening. Remember when I told you white people, you're going to start paying for the N-word? Listen, you see the videos. There's an overwhelming amount of videos that are being published showing white men getting rocked, white women getting rocked. If we were doing this back in the days, people would have been conditioned to know that if you fuck with us, shit happens. But we couldn't. We would be lynched. We would be hung. We would be set on fire. They would, bomb our homes. Ain't happening no more. And what white America feels is what black people felt back in the days. But it's an imbalance. You normalize brutality. You normalize undermining and teaching your boys to not value anything that isn't white. So the overwhelming amount of videos that you see of white men and white women getting rocked is something that should have been happening way back in the days when we were dealing with your bullshit. It was bound to happen. Sooner or later. And shame on you for not thinking that somehow things balance itself out.
You have your right to defend yourself, yes, but it doesn't warrant pulling out a knife. What part of that don't y'all understand? What part of that don't y'all understand? If you put your hands on me, I'm finna deck you across your chin. You put your hands on me, I'm gonna deck you. That doesn't warrant me pulling out a knife. Austin didn't come to you with a knife in his hand. Austin didn't come to you with a gun in his hand. Your life wasn't threatened. Let's be 110% clear about that. Your life wasn't threatened. But you felt threatened. And that threat was not being in fear of your life, of you losing your life. You put out a knife. Ain't nothing justified about that. No matter who you are, I don't care what side of the aisle you on. It ain't justified. If y'all just fought, cool. I bet we both fought. Hey, just so happened, you know, I dipped him across his chin and he slipped and fell off the bench and he broke his neck and died. Now that'd be a totally different conversation. It's like, all right, hey man, he slipped. We both were fighting fist to fist. We were boxing. Hey, I caught him with a good one. He slipped, lost his footing. Boom, there it is. He dead. Now the conversation, and I guarantee it would have went entirely different. That you put out a knife, dog. There's nothing you can come back from on that. You getting 35 years, big dog. And what this bald-headed skis is talking about right here, I don't understand. What are you talking about, bro? You talking about, so what you're telling me is this, that this young kid, Austin Metcalf, that had no responsibility of what happened way back when. Even this guy that's talking right now has never experienced rape, has never experienced slavery. Any of the black people in this chat right now has never experienced slavery, not one time. None of them. Never experienced slavery. And yet, this is his video. This is the reaction that he makes. Saying that, oh, well, this is what y'all get for, for what happened to us back 400, 500 years ago. And so it was bound to happen. What do you mean? What do you mean? Make it make sense to me, bro. I don't understand it at all. When it's racism, I'll call it racism. I don't have a problem with it. I will hold white people accountable just as much as I will hold black people accountable. But when I see the wrongdoing, because here's the problem. The reason why this is such a big thing is because we made it about race. Not the crime. Not the crime. It's not even about the crime in itself. It's about black versus white. That's crazy. That's why people are going back and forth about this conversation. It ain't even about the crime in itself. It's about the race. That's crazy to me. A kid lost his life. Actually, 2 kids lost their life, but one is still alive today, and he's gonna feel it in jail. Don't know how he's gonna feel it, but hey, he's gonna feel it in jail. Parents lost their kid. A brother was lost. A child was lost. No future for him. Another kid in jail. Yeah, will he still have an opportunity to make something out of himself once he get out? Absolutely. But ruined his life for being emotional, not understanding combat, not understanding how to de-escalate situations. That's why, a lot of people don't know how to fight. You don't even know how to de-escalate a situation. Why are you over there in the tent in the first place? But y'all want to ask that question though. Why are you over there in the first place? If you know that wasn't where you were supposed to be. Now I get it. If for some people who go to track meet, some people who ran track, y'all co-mingle and you probably knew somebody over there, y'all kicked it for a minute, blah, 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 blah. But even if Austin did step to you, it still didn't warrant you pulling out a knife, no matter the situation, unless Austin Metcalf had a weapon himself and you were in danger for your life. That's the only excuse, but that was not the case. So what are we talking about? He said he gonna feel his wild word. He gonna feel it one way or the other. Now I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what that entails, but he gonna. Yep.
Pause. What? Well, yo, bro. What's up? You all right?
But this is the beginning, and we as black people will enforce it. It's unfortunate that the playing field is so unleveled that even in the case of Austin Metcalf being the aggressor, being at fault, the black kid did what he had to do, and he has to spend some time in prison. Hey, if this is what needs to happen to remind white people that this ain't the 1800s, the 19, ain't none of that shit. All right, so power to the people, free Karmelo, and released the whole tape. This is why the judge resigned, right? Because he knew eventually that shit would come out, and if he resigns, he can't get barred, he can't get fired. But you know, it is what it is, right? We're not dumb. You are, because you're undermining people who are intelligent. That makes you dumb. So before I get into this video, all you have to do is click the name under my name to see the whole video. Ladies and gentlemen, first time, that is the actual video, unedited. The coach said that the two boys were, gentlemen, first time.
What up? Whose bag did they take? I don't see a bag.
So before I get into this video, all you have to do is click the name under my name to see the whole video. Ladies and gentlemen, first time, that is the actual video.
What else, baby?
Unedited. The coach said that the two boys were suspended. They weren't even supposed to be there. So Karmelo was already there minding his business because a friend texted him to say, come through, hang out, which he had every right to. You can. And they rolled up and jumped him. This proves that they don't listen. The father's a failure. And if they wouldn't have showed up fucking with people, Austin would be alive. But that's okay. The watermelon felon is alive, and Austin is going to be fertilizer for the watermelon.
Where did he
watch the whole?
Where is the video that he took?
Whole video.
Where is that at?
And while people say, "Oh, well, he's in prison," you know they have cell phones and tablets, and everything we can see, they can see. And you can best believe they're going to see the whole video that has now been leaked. Oh, that boy didn't kill nobody. We definitely gonna protect him now. Normalized brutality. Important. There was a scuffle, and all of a sudden,
hold on. Let me go back to this video real quick because I'm trying to see something. Where is the video? Where's he at? Let me see something.
So we're watching them enter the stadium. Night, and we can click wet, and people have umbrellas out, which lets you know that it is raining. Getting out of the rain, as we can clearly see, that it is raining and it is very wet. So this is going to take a minute for these student athletes to reach the tent where they're going. And we clearly see Austin and his brother walking to, and some other student athletes.
So this is Austin. I mean, this is Karmelo coming. This is Karmelo
now
right
we
here.
see Karmelo enter the stadium, and it is still
That's one tent that he bypassed.
Still raining, and he's walking to go to a tent. And so now we see Karmelo enter this tent, and he's sitting at the back of the tent. He's sitting at the back, not bothering anybody, not speaking to anybody. He's back there by himself.
Let me see something. Where's because Yaki talking about he got jumped. Where's this video about him getting jumped at? That's what I want to see. I'm trying to understand where was this bag taken? Where was it? I'm trying to find it. Where was a bag stolen?
And a raining, and it is very wet.
Okay, let's see.
See Karmelo Anthony. At the end of the day, this whole entire situation is tragic.
Excuse me.
You know, the kid made a dumb decision, a really bad decision.
He passed 2 tents.
This shot, because that other shot kind of goes
to get over there.
Cameras, you can see
1, 2.
Let me cut to this shot. I guess they had like a gap in coverage. Now, obviously, you want to pay attention to this area. So you can see there was a person in a poncho. So it was raining. And you can see the rain on the other camera too. And this is the kind of key I look for, because when he comes in the frame, whoever this guy is in the white shirt, this is when stuff starts happening back there. Now it's hard to see some movement back.
Where he got jumped? Where? 2 key points. Where did he get jumped? When was his bag taken? That's my question. I don't see video on that.
Really go down. We're gonna wait for this.
I don't see video on no bag getting taken. I don't see video of nobody getting jumped. Where y'all coming up with this?
Push. Right there, boom, and then stab. That's got to be it, right? Then obviously Karmelo Anthony gets up. We're gonna go watch that again before he takes off.
If it's self-defense, why are you running? If you truly felt there was self-defense, why are you running? Why you just like, man, listen, man, I'm here.
Hard to tell, right? But you can see.
I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. I'm trying to understand and listen, y'all. I'm trying my best to be objective about this situation. I promise you I am. But it's not making sense to me. It ain't making sense. I don't see nobody getting jumped. I don't see no bag getting taken. And you still got people in the comments saying that it's warranted for him to pull out a gun. I mean, pull out a knife. Well, until we get that footage, because I'm not going based off of what people say. I need to see it. I need evidence. I want to see it. I want to see the footage of what happened, because if we going based off of this video that we looking at here, it's still not proving the point that it was self-defense. I don't care what side of the aisle you want. What you mean you to stand around and fight a bunch of people? You ain't fighting nobody. You ain't fighting nobody. Who you fighting? A kid lost his life, bro. A kid lost his life. No. He didn't say don't touch me. He said touch me and see what happened. That's a threat. No, it ain't about me seeing what I want to see. I see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. It don't warrant. I said this earlier, Cynthia. If I'm not approaching you with a gun or a knife and your life ain't threatened, you ain't pulling out no knife. You shouldn't pull out a knife. You just gonna say, hey, listen, we finna box. We gonna box. Oh, here we go with another one. The kid was too close. Man, listen, man. I ain't going. I ain't going, bro. I ain't going. Listen, all the videos that I've seen, we try to go through the videos. We ain't seen nothing. So, again, until I see him getting jumped, until I see a bag being taken from him, until I see that, I'm not saying that I'm not going. I'm not going. It's not warranted for him to lose his life. It's not. It's not.
Karmelo, it was edited and jumped him. This proves that they don't listen. The father's a failure. And if they wouldn't have, the watermelon fell. Oh, well, he's in prison. You know they have cell phones and tablets. And you can best believe they're going to see the whole video that has now been leaked. Oh, that boy didn't kill nobody. We definitely going to protect him now. And rules in prison is different. In which case, Karmelo was alive, Austin isn't. This is why the judge hurry up and, got lost and say, I ain't going to be a judge no more. But I wouldn't even worry about Karmelo. In a better world,
I'll pop through and take you out.
The jury should be worried. Right? Okay, cool. Power to the people. Free Karmelo.
This is so stupid, man. This is so dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. It really is. This is so dumb. This is so dumb, bro. Why? Why? Why can't we just have the conversation about the crime versus making it black and white? I'm curious. I'm curious. He did the crime. The crime is done. I don't care who y'all are. I don't care what you're talking about. Oh, it was warranted. No, it ain't. It's not. Yeah. Is it true that you can't? Is it true that I don't have control on how somebody responds to me? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is true. I can't control how you respond to me. However, just because I don't have control on how you respond to me, that does not mean that it's warranted. That does not mean you aren't going to receive the consequences. That doesn't mean that you are absolved from consequences and judgment behind it. Doesn't mean that at all. So in law and in morale, Karmelo is wrong on both sides. Is he right in the sense that he responded the way that he felt he should have or needed to? Sure. But he's still wrong. Still wrong. A kid lost his life because you were emotional. You were an emotional kid. Yeah, you can have a conversation about how to raise your kids not to bully people if that was the actual case. If we got full footage, and once we see the video of him actually bullying him, then cool. Yeah, cool. That's fair. You can say, well, listen, man, teach your children stop bullying people. But what I can also say is this. Their father, Carmelo's father, failed him too. Teach your kids how to be dangerous, but don't be dangerous. Understanding the levels of combat. Understanding that you aren't the one that needs to be the aggressor, but as well as you need to get away from a situation more so than then provoke a situation. The most dangerous people aren't the ones looking for trouble. They're trying to get away from trouble. They don't want trouble. They don't want those problems. But when you put their backs against the wall, they have to fight out. They have to get their way up out of it. And this is not the case with Karmelo. He had an opportunity to leave. His back wasn't against the wall. Again, if he would have used hand-to-hand combat, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. It'd just be two kids fighting. And this is why all of this is stupid. Because you're arguing race. You're not arguing the crime. It's dumb. It's stupid. Giving the degenerates more reason to be idiots. Real talk. Giving degenerates more reason to be hateful. Giving degenerates on both sides to be more ignorant. This is dumb, bro. This is dumb. I done been jumped before in the bathroom. But guess what I didn't do? I ain't bring no knife to school. I ain't bring no gun to school. I fought. I went for the weak link first, clocked his ass, and then I fought the other one. Simple. Now, okay, let me scan the room. Let me find my weak link. All right, bet. I found my weak link. I'm gonna strike him first. I'm gonna get him out the way real quick. Here you go. Here you go, bro. Chill out.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Nah, fam. But nah, man. Shit, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, one cheap shot at a time. Listen, you about to get jumped. Listen, I'm catching the weak link first. Weak link first. Uh-oh, got him. And now I can fight one-on-one with the other guy. You was round 21. You was around 21. Ooh-wee. Listen, everybody can get it. Listen, we just gonna have to go toe to toe today. We're gonna have to go toe to toe today, bro. You feel me? But in real life though, this is dumb. This is dumb. All of this is dumb. Because now the degenerate racist white people gonna come out and the racist black people gonna come out. Well, let me rephrase. They are already out here. Now the ones who got some sense, they're not talking about the race aspect of it. They're talking about the crime in itself and what's going on. Like, hey man, that was wrong. But the degenerates, they talking about race. They talking about black versus white. Stupid. Just dumb. All right. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. I know these comments gonna go rampant when I re-upload this video. I already know.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
All right, man. Let me read these super chats. Let me read this super chat real quick.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man.
10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes?
10 years? Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to my dog Spaces for the $10. He says, if this were two black boys, black people wouldn't even care. The black community will never get better because we can't call out bad behavior as a whole. Showing support and paying my dues. Great work, my guy. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you for showing love. I appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to my dog Spaces. Make sure y'all go check my dog Spaces out on his channel too, man. They be having some real deal conversations over there, man. Hey, listen, Spaces is an intellect, bro. He be talking his talk. Bro. Real talk. He be talking talk. So make sure y'all go check him out over there. All right, let me read some of these comments before we move on to the next topic. It's dropping the soap at school type crazy. So you're not stupid, but everybody else is. Not at all. I specifically said who is stupid. I specifically said who is stupid and who ain't. I specifically said it. The type of people that's stupid, the ones who making everything about race. But the ones who actually looking at the crime in itself. Yep, I said that. Yes, fight you beat on each other and either you become friends or you come back later and guys play it again. Facts. There is no black community. Yeah, there is a black community. There is a black community. I'm not gonna agree with that. There are some, but we do have a black community out here. They just aren't in the media as much. He said, all y'all can get it. Ken West, it's not an opinion though. There's laws and the law states that he reacted unjustly and committed murder. It's a fact. These are the blacks that can't watch a fight without jumping in. That's a good one. It worked out. It was supposed to. Facts. As folks got to take race out the equation and just focus on the actions. All parties were wrong. Yep. 5 brown laws are not sentient beings. Human beings are allowed to interpret and apply those laws based on their opinions. What? The law is the law. You can't interpret the law how you want to interpret it. No, the law is the law. And what are you talking about? You don't interpret a law based off of your opinion? No. What are you talking about? Kim, I think you trolling. You wild. You wild for that one, Kim. That's a wild take. That's a wild take. If they jumped him, that's self-defense. Well, we got to figure. Well, we don't even have video footage if he was actually jumped. Then what? If the video footage comes out and he wasn't jumped, then what y'all gonna say? By Brown, I'm referring to the jury when I say people are allowed to interpret. Oh, okay. I was about to say, Kim. I was about to say, listen, you wilding. There's no community with common interests being aligned. Yeah, true. She just been typing hard all show. They didn't jump. He didn't even have a mark on him. You're trolling. You're trolling. Actually, you sound like Charleston White. Nah, I don't sound like Charleston White. You don't see me doing none of that. So you can miss me with that one. You can miss me with that. Jury members didn't go to the law school. No, I know what you're saying. I misinterpreted what you said earlier, Kim. That's me. That's on me. Why don't black people understand concepts like truth and laws? They always want to compare shit that ain't the same, and they want to make shit up and hold whites to standard they never do to blacks. Yep. Nah, I ain't never seen her have a podcast, but she might. My ninja. Just know I just have a lot to say about a lot of things. True. He sounds nothing like Charleston. Yeah, I don't sound nothing like Charleston White. I don't know what she's talking about. But that's another degenerate black woman. She don't know how to talk. She don't know how to actually have a conversation. Now we gotta throw ad hominem attacks. We gotta make attacks at the person instead of actually having a conversation. That's where the degenerate behavior comes from. Right there. You can't, I'm supposed to be, last time I checked, black people on a monolith, so I should be able to think freely and different than you do. We just come together and have a conversation. We could agree to disagree all day long, but what I'm not going to do is attack because I disagree or I don't like what it is that you're talking about. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two. That's the difference. But I'll let her rock out though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate her for commenting and kicking it with us though. So what's up? But see, the thing about me is I ain't gonna come at you though. So I could, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't that type of person. Charleston White to come at you though. But you know what I'm saying? Nah, you find some. What? Oh. I thought she was talking about me. All right. What's the next topic? What we got? On this video, I should troll on this video, but I ain't gonna do it. But like, speaking of the black community, I think that might be too soon. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. You know what? Nah, forget what y'all talking about. I'm finna do it. I'm finna have a conversation. Forget what y'all talking about. Let's start with this. I want to start with this one first. 8 at the table. 8 at the table. So they're talking about women having 100, a woman having 100 bodies and asking would men still marry her. I think this would be interesting. So we're going to dive into it and then we'll give our thoughts and our opinions on it. All right. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you support the channel with the super chat. Let's get to it.
About what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real.
If women do hold it down better than men when it comes to hiding their body count, it's because they feel like it lessens their value. And I'm gonna tell y'all women, men will marry an honest woman before a lying woman. And so when it comes to men and why we look at women with high body counts as less valuable is because, one, we think about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is going to be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is going to be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish? So like, we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just going to have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
I feel like it's not fair to call
a girl foolish for believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah.
And,
and we're human, just like you.
It's an over and over process. If you have sex with one time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this person's going to be on the same shit that this person was on? Who am I supposed to believe? Or am I not supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side, though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that, because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out your fucking pussy, they can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because like it's the boys and like I can open up to them and they open up to me and I know about like the games that they play. But I think for me, like I be playing the game back. Like you think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. That's their body. If you don't want,
listen, bro, go ahead. Listen, go ahead. Be free. Be free. Do it. Bust it open. Bust it open for all the real ones out here in the street. Do it. But what I'm gonna say now is this. You can't expect a man to wife you up. Go ahead. Have your hot girl summers. Go and have 2 and 3 at a time. Go get extremely experienced. But don't be upset when you can't get the result that you want. Every action has consequences. If you decide you want to go out here and have a whole bunch of body, you saying forget men, forget what they talking about. How come I can't do what men do? How come we can't do it? How come it's a problem when I got multiple bodies, but then he can have multiple bodies? Why can't we? Go ahead. You're going to get the same result each and every time. And you're going to continue to keep asking the same question. Well, why? Well, we keep telling you, but you ain't listening. So go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead. Do your thing. I already told you the consequence. I already told you what your results are going to be. But you don't want to listen. You hard-headed, all right? You got main character syndrome. You think you got it because you live based off of a fairy tale. You live based off of possibility versus probability. You think that, it's going to fall in my lap. There's going to be a man he's going to love me. He's going to cherish me regardless of what I've done in my past because my past is in my past. All right, go ahead. Believe it. Believe it. The word is yours. Do what you feel.
Yeah. Want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone.
But then don't lie about it.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time and think, you know what, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever. And they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it. So why is it such a big deal?
But it's not Jada, it's the continual, what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
It's a continual process as if either you don't know that they're gaming you or
chicks. Yeah, they're again, you're right, Kim. There are hoes that get married 1000%. But again, the key factor is how does it last though? It don't last. We've had that conversation. It don't last. And that's the important part. When you get married, you're not getting married to just for an extended period of time. You're supposed to get married. That's lifetime. And they don't make it till a lifetime. What's your average rate? 3 to 5 years? You ain't even made it to the 7-year mark. You ain't even made it past the 7-year mark. So just because you get married, that's when the relationship actually begins. What are you talking about?
If it's okay.
Well, what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, You don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding
it. Don't know. This is not what we're talking about. Though.
Okay.
We're talking about body count and why women don't say. We already said men get off the hook because if we know Rico gets a lot of pussy, Rico walks out here, he's the motherfucking man. If you get a lot of dick, you walk out like, yo, this bitch is a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. So no, to the majority. When I speak on this thing, I'm not speaking on my personal views. I don't have no problem with whores, just so y'all know. Okay?
But there you go.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased to whores or whatever we talking about that we want to classify, man. I'm cool with everybody, okay? So we're just talking about on the grand scheme of things of how men think. I have somebody, right? But when I didn't have somebody, this is how I would be looking at other women doing the same thing. Being that I've been in the music business for so long, I've seen all of these type of transitions of women dating other people's men and blah, and trying to hide the whole body count.
I don't think they're doing that.
But you have to do it. I'm telling you because
they continue to keep trying to equate the two. Well, y'all love hoes though. Y'all love hoes though. Yeah, to have a good time with, not to keep around for a long time. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two. Like, yeah, you can have fun with her all day, but I ain't taking her home to my parents. No, you crazy. That's just for a good time over there. It's different. It's different. It's different. Why do you think a lot of these men get the experience? They get the experience from these experienced women, but they ain't gonna take them serious though. You would never see them. You'll never see them together in the streets. That's where this booty call situation came from. Like, hey, I'm only gonna hit shorty up at a certain time. She already know what it is. I do my thing and I go about my business. And if I'm feeling up to it, you know what I'm saying? I might leave you $40.
Man.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get a perspective.
It's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me.
But they act like they're literally wifing them and buying them this.
They on ecstasy, they doing drugs, we on liquor, it's euphoria, we at the beach, we having great fucking time, we fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention
but
to when I was on last time.
To some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married.
I seen a couple of these hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last. Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe.
No,
they just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, then they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Exactly. They continue. I think the reason a lot of people use celebrities as a metric is because that's what we can see. We see it on a daily basis because we don't know. Everybody don't know the people that we know, right? So we can't use them as a metric. But everybody knows who a Cardi B is, or everybody knows who Offset is, or Russell Wilson, or Sierra, Aisha Curry, Jay-Z, all these individuals. So that's why they try to use them as a metric. But nah, I feel where you're coming from, though, Rob.
Talking about a lot of holes and
whether you know or not know, so it's important to hide it.
Hole?
Yeah, what is
y'all keep saying holes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so. Are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So I tell you, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm going to be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really going to get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wipe her. They get married.
See, that's the problem. See, they're having the surface level conversation, right? Cool. Do we know that? Do we know that there are some hoes that get married? Absolutely. Absolutely. 1000%. Now, the bigger question that you need to ask is this. Is it the type of man that they want, that they originally wanted? is the one that's marrying them? Or is it the guy that they settled for? Because the guy that they actually wanted didn't want them. That's the question you got to ask. Because the ideal man that you had before in your mind, I guarantee it isn't the same guy that you're married to. That before is married to. Because why? That one dude who, despite you having multiple bodies, he was still willing to put a ring on your finger. And you was like, you know what? This ain't too bad. He a decent guy. You know, he's not a bad guy. He's a nice guy. You know, why not marry him? You know, he's willing to worship the ground that I walk on. So why not? But in reality, if you could choose, you wouldn't choose that man that you got married to. You would have chose that guy that you had your eye on the whole time. But you found out that he didn't want you. That's the real question. Like, is it the man that you married? No, like, let's be honest. Is that the man that married you? Is that the man that you ideally want or wanted? Or was it somebody that you settled for? Of course, a lot of them gonna lie. Say, no, that's the one that I wanted. You lying. You lying.
All the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, and I told my wife, I told her every fucking thing. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you did?
No, they do care about it. No, that's cap. They do care. But here's the thing. They don't need to ask. Yeah, some men do it just to be ignorant, or some men ask the question just because they really don't care. They want to know. Some men do it, some men don't, right? Depending on what their preference is. But trust me, they care. But they can see it too. They can also see that you have multiple bodies, that somebody has multiple bodies. And trust me, believe it or not, y'all think we are dumb. We know that you had an excessive amount of bodies. You ain't dumb. We'll play dumb. You ain't dumb, bro.
No, a nigga, no, I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool. That's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? A very next week, a dude came in and said, yo, don't fuck with him. He turns bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said, he told me. It was nothing the man could say.
No, it's not. Most of y'all don't even want a nice guy. Most of y'all don't even want the nice guy. Y'all want the playboys. Y'all want the assholes. That's who y'all want. That's who most of y'all go for. Those are the guys that y'all go crazy for. Those are the guys that get your panties wet. It's the bad guys, the ones that you can't have, the ones that won't give you the time of day, the ones that y'all think that y'all can change because y'all think just because you got a box that he gonna change for you. That's what y'all go for. Y'all settle for the nice guys. We say, hey man, cool. You should have been instead of chasing this bad guy, you should have been had the nice guy. You should have been locked in with him. That's what we tell y'all. But you know, y'all be in your own world, y'all be in your own mind. Well, I want what I want, you know, he too lame for me. You know, he lame, you know, he ain't got that kind of he don't got the swagger. Fuck out of here, bro. That's a guy that you could have pulled a long time ago. You could have had him a long time ago. He could have put you on the shelf. But you had to go to the Playboy because you had to go test it out, see what it was hitting for. And then you got played multiple times. And then now all of a sudden, now when you're tired of the games, now you want to go to the nice guy. Now you want to give him the sloppy thirds and fourths and fifths. That's what we talk about.
From that point. Right. So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, yo, my body count, I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that, because if you run into a motherfucker, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. And Rico says she's a fucking whore. It'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line.
That's dope. You see what I'm saying, Treese? You know what it is. You already know what it is. You got the one that you want. Been friends since middle school. Hey.
You want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind it.
Let me give you a situation.
Okay.
That's cap. That's cap too. All guys are the bad guy? No, I wouldn't say that. I think a lot of guys, what happens is, this is what happens. This is the conversation that y'all ain't having either. This is what happens. Most boys, they get their heart broken around their teenage years, right? Puppy love, you know, they like to call puppy love. They get their heart broken, right? They in love with you, they bring you flowers, they doing the sweet things that y'all will want y'all ideal man to do for you. They doing everything, bringing you candy, you know, y'all know how y'all like to have it's the thought that counts. That's what the teenage boys typically try to do for you, right? All the sweet things, be on the phone with you all night and day, everything. And what y'all do, y'all will break their heart, right? And you turn him into a beast. That's what happens every time. You turn that guy who was just a nice kid, you know, just responsible, doing what he, you know, just loving on his girl. And then you decide you want to break up with him, and then you go messing around with other dudes, and yeah, you break his heart. And that's what happens. And you turn him into a monster. And you say, you know what? I ain't falling in love with these hoes again. Now he dogging every other shorty out until he find that shorty that's like, all right, this shorty here really rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? She on the program. She understand what it is. She understand what I got going on, X, Y, and Z, and I'm really rocking with her. Our values align with each other. We good. Let me lock her down, put her on the shelf. That's what happened.
Say I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever. No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise.
Yo, yes, it is. There is a such thing as you crazy as hell.
Last month, blah blah blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year. I'm not a hoe.
I got you.
Last year, blah blah blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, so you didn't tell me about this because I told you I had 10 bodies. Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking for that.
But I mean, it matters because if you got trained random, definitely you're done up.
But that occurs within girls' first 3 times. Shit happens.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told them before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies. 2 of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but
and then what? And you give him.
But you worried about.
No, first of all, I would never ever let 2 guys hit at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman that
no judgment zone, by the way.
I'm sorry, for me, the way I roll. But if I do have,
that's one thing I don't say. I don't say that at all. This is a no judgment zone. Man, you crazy. Yup. Hey, listen, when you come in here, it's a judgment zone, 1000%. Because you can judge me too. That's fine. I don't care. Equal, bro. Equal fights. You feel me? Yup. It's the judgment zone, 1000%. I'm judging you. Yup, I am.
That, you know, are into that, and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it.
Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, you know, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it. We don't need to get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from, you know, a smaller town. He's from Queens. Okay. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with because I don't even want to put myself in that situation. So
can I just wanted to say something before I lost it. This is no judgment to you, by the way.
Okay.
I swear.
I wouldn't even be offended.
Back in the day, we had a rule. We never trust out-of-town girls. Because out-of-town girls would be doing crazy shit in their town, and then they try to come into our town wholesome.
I agree.
And we used to be like, and we all, as a young man, we all bit the bait and say, yo, I got her. She's from such and such. Until you meet such and such from such and such.
And they be like, she was going to town.
Exactly. So like,
bro, if you decide, listen. If you decide you want to out yourself and tell me that you had X amount of bodies, I gotta follow up with the question. If you decide to deliver that information to me, unload that information to me, I'm asking, I'm like, listen, how deep did it go though? Yeah, you had 10 bodies, but what was that, what was that thing that made you go, what you did? I gotta ask, at what level of freakedom did you go? I need to know. I need to know what I'm dealing with here. I gotta know what I'm dealing with here. Because 9 times out of 10, I probably done already slided you. 9 times out of 10, I probably done already slide you and how that situation gonna go. I'll know within probably the first 10 minutes of talking to you. I'll already know. You know what I'm saying? He said, you sweet, ain't you, Courtney? Nah, big dog, ain't nothing sweet by me, homeboy. Ain't nothing sweet by me, dog. Don't let the voice fool you, big dog. I'll take your girl and your mama. Now what's up? Don't play with me. Facts. Exactly. And see what she said. Y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all can't say it's so easy for women to get sex, then say women are struggling to get sex. Who said women are struggling? Ain't nobody said that women are struggling. Who said that? Who said women are struggling? No, what we said was they struggling to get the man that they want. Two different things. 2 different conversations. They struggle to get the man to marry them that they want. That's what they struggle at. It's easy for y'all to get boxed. Let's be 110% clear about that. There's somebody in your phone right now that you can hit up and you ain't never done nothing with them. And you tell them like, hey, listen, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's been a drought for a minute. You know, I think we should do something. You know what I'm saying? I think you should come over. 9 times out of 10, he pulling up. What you mean? You got one body. Cap. Cap. Listen, you ain't finna sit here and lie to me today on Father's Day. Not today, you not. Not today, you not. I ain't going, Kim. I ain't going. I'm not going, bro. I'm not going. Listen, I could be 110% wrong, but nah. I don't believe that. I would believe if you said you got 5. I'd be like, all right, 5 maybe. And I'm still gonna be questioning that. But 1 cap. In 2026? Yeah, right. I don't believe that one bit. But on the real man, just as whole phase as women's standards should be applied both. Nah, but here's the thing. We aren't the same though. That's the difference though. We aren't the same. There are double standards that work for women, and there are double standards that work for men. We aren't the same. We are not. Men get, let's be 110% clear. Men get teased when they aren't experienced. How many times have we seen or heard women talk about the way that men aren't good in bed? They want a man that's experienced. So in order for a man to be good in bed, he has to be experienced, correct? He got to be experienced. He got to know where to hit it. He got to know where to hit the right. He got to hit the right buttons. He got to know how to flick the beam. You know what I'm saying? He got to know how to touch the back of that spine. So nah. So it doesn't apply. Because men, on the other hand, yeah, they would want a virgin so they can teach her some things. He want to be the one to experience. He wants to be the one that taught her everything. She wasn't experienced, but when she got with him, He taught her everything. Who cares? Who cares? Those who tease, don't be around and trust them motherfuckers. For real. That's true. That's facts too. With them fun bags, he said with them with the fun bag. Hey, she got one body in the deep freezer. Said Kim a serial killer. It's possible. I know women in their 30 plus are virgins. Hey, I know some too, but how likely is that though? How likely is that? We know nothing is ever definite, right? We know nothing out here is absolute. So we know that there are virgins out here. We know that there are men that are still virgins today. We know that there are women out here still virgins today. But your average person that you walk by every single day, you mean to tell me that they're a virgin? That's cap. That's cap. I'll put $100. I will put $100 on that. You tell me the next 10 people I walk by, one of them was a virgin. Nah, cap. He said, Courtnee Edgar is a simp. No real man talks like that. Yeah, all right. You keep thinking that. You keep thinking that, Corey B. You keep thinking that. Have your girl right here sitting in my lap. Keep thinking that. It's rare they're crazy, but I love them just the same. Yeah, true. And this day and age, sampling is damn near a necessity. Hey, at this point, you feel me? Like, hey man, I gotta see what you. Let me get a taste. Let me stop fucking with y'all, man. Let me stop trolling y'all right now. Let me stop trolling, man. Let me stop. The Cuda virgin, the neck ain't. Actually, I don't even believe that. I wouldn't even believe that. But man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
It's like, boy, you don't know. All right, so I'm gonna switch gears real quick. I'll say, look, hold up. Look, Courtney, my apologies. I was wrong to come at you like that on the jump. Hey, nah, man, it's cool. Hey, listen, bro, it's cool, man. I'm not tripping on that. I don't take none of that. Take none of that personal, bro. I don't take none of that, but you cool though. It's all good. I'll let you rock out. No issues there. You should have told him, yeah, I'm sweet as your girl, cause she been chasing this sweet all night. My bad, brother. I thought your name was that B who keeps commenting. Essentially, sorry, bro. Hey man, you good, bro? Listen, y'all rock out in the comments, man. Y'all rock out in the comments. Listen, the only time that I actually mute somebody or I actually remove somebody is if y'all just getting disrespectful, dog. Other than that, man, just rock out, man. Do your thing. That earn not giving AI mean though, that motherfucker. He said that AI mean oh, the one I just posted with the braids with him walking. He said that motherfucker sus. Like, hold on, bro. I got questions, dog. Why your AI looking sus, dog? Chill out, bro. Get off my AI, bro. Get off my AI. All right, so look, I wanna switch gears real quick. I want to talk about this. I think this is pretty dope. I think there's I wouldn't call it a lesson, but I think there's something within this. So, and this is gonna be speaking towards the gamers out here in the world. Y'all know GTA is coming out. You can put the pre-order in on the 25th. You can do a pre-order for GTA. So what I want to do is I want to talk about the back end stuff. Pause.
What? Well, yo, bro. What's up? You all right?
What happens behind the scenes? And then we're gonna talk about that. But we're gonna watch this video and then we'll give our thoughts and our opinions on this. So let's rock out.
Over the past 30 seconds. 6 hours, I have spent an unhealthy amount of time looking at the latest GTA 6 footage, as well as the box art that just got revealed. So today, we're going to break down absolutely every single little Easter egg and detail that you may have missed looking at the footage and looking at the box art the first time. Because even though it doesn't seem like much, we actually did learn quite a bit. So if you enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this. Let's jump in. Okay, first thing, and a lot of people have actually missed this. It's not even about the box art itself. It's about the music that came along with the box art reveal. At this stage, we don't know if this is going to be GTA 6's main theme song, but we can probably assume it is, and the reason why is because it is extremely similar to the Vice City theme song that we got in 2002. If you don't believe me, let me just play a couple of snippets from each. Here's GTA 6 first, then Vice City. And then we've got this one as well. But it becomes really obvious when you play GTA 6's theme song in your left ear and then Vice City in your right. So if you're wearing headphones, listen to this. Anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. Let's move on to the box art itself, because there's a bunch of references and Easter eggs in here that you might have missed. In fact, there's pretty much something new we can learn from every single artwork here, except for this one here with Greg the Gator. He's kind of just chilling, so we're going to skip him, but we still love you, Greg, don't worry. So first things first, we've got to start top left. Every GTA game has a helicopter in the top left, and the tradition continues here. As for which helicopter this one is, it's the Sea Sparrow. This has been in GTA Online, and it was actually one of the first helicopters we saw in GTA 6 in trailer 1 right here. What's different about it this time, though, is it has a minigun attached to the front. In the top middle, we have Jason and Lucia, of course, but this is actually a new artwork. On the Rockstar website, this is titled Jason and Lucia 3, which is interesting because this is actually the fourth Jason and Lucia artwork we got, but it's titled Jason and Lucia 3. Jason and Lucia 1 was the initial trailer 1 thumbnail for GTA 6. Jason and Lucia 2 was the trailer 2 thumbnail. And then also last year, we got Jason and Lucia Motel, but this wasn't used for any GTA 6 trailers. So we got Jason and Lucia 3 yesterday. So who knows? Maybe this is going to be the trailer 3 thumbnail on YouTube. I would say probably. Now, in this artwork, this is the first time we see Jason and Lucia with any blood on them in artwork. So it seems like they've been in some sort of fight. And if we zoom in on the pistol that Lucia is holding here, we can see it's the Nipper 38, which is a new weapon. And it was also made in Brazil. So there you go. Brazil mentioned in GTA 6. Of course, on Jason there, we can see his Marauder tattoo. Jason was in the military, but we did learn about that in trailer 2. So not really worth going over it again here. On the top right here, we have a motorbike, which again is a long-running tradition with GTA. They get the helicopter top left, and in the top right, they have a motorbike. It's been like that for pretty much every single GTA, and this one is no different. As for the actual bike itself, this is a new bike called the Alvino V1. We saw Jason on it in the trailer 2 screenshots. It also seems like this is a little nod to the trailer 1 ride-out that we saw. These ride-outs are incredibly common in Miami and Florida. So I'm sure we're going to see these happen in the game at some point. And you can also see a cop car in the background. Some people have been speculating, sort of thinking that we got the map leaked on the side of this cop car, but this has sort of been debunked on Reddit, so nothing to see here. All right, moving left onto our cover girl for GTA 6, yet another long-standing GTA tradition. And there's actually a bunch of Easter eggs on this cover girl artwork here. First, you can see she's holding a drink, which makes her the first cover girl to be holding a drink since, you guessed it, Vice City back in 2002. She's also holding a drink that's called Thor. We're not sure what the full name of the drink is, but this is definitely a reference to the White Claw drink, of course. This is going to be GTA's version of White Claw. She also seems to be wearing a sports jersey. This looks like the Vice City Manatees, which is a parody of the Miami Dolphins. And again, we saw this exact same jersey in trailer 2. That time, though, it was on Draquan. A few more Easter eggs with our bikini girl, though. She's got a tattoo that says Vice Baby, so you could assume born and raised in Miami, in Vice City, if she's calling herself a Vice Baby. She also has a tattoo on her wrist for 305, which of course is the Miami area code. Kind of interesting, though, that Rockstar is using the Miami area code, even though this is a fake Miami, Vice City, but hey, kind of cool. And she's also wearing a necklace, which is Spanish, and this in English translates to always. As for this cover girl herself, I wouldn't expect to see her in the game. We haven't seen any other cover girls in the game, but I would expect to see her on a loading screen. So she is back to haunt the loading screens of any teenagers. It's a canon event for any GTA fan. As soon as your mom or dad walks in the room while you're playing GTA 6, you can guarantee that this picture will pop up. And then your parents are going to ask you what the hell you're playing. On the right side, we've got Booby Ike. This is a new artwork, but there's not too much we can really take from this one. If you don't know who Booby is, we learned about him on the website for GTA 6 back in 2025. And he's going to be the owner of the Jack of Hearts strip club, which we saw in trailer 1 and trailer 2. Down on the bottom left, we have a yellow Lamborghini or Pegasi in GTA in front of the Boardwalk Hotel on Ocean Drive. This is a nod back to Vice City's cover art, where we got, yet again, a yellow Lamborghini on Ocean Drive. So a cool little nod there. From what I understand, this is a new Pegasi car as well. This wasn't in GTA 5 or previous GTAs, so this is a new one. Cool. On the bottom of the artwork, we have Raul Batista, who we learned about on the website for GTA 6 last year as well. And we also got a small snippet last year with Raul with this little video here. You can see he's standing in front of the Sin Frontera National Bank, which is actually the bank that Jason and Lucia are robbing in trailer 2. So they're going to be doing this heist with Raul. What's interesting, really interesting about this artwork though, this is going to be a spoiler for Vice City. So if you haven't played Vice City, it is 24 years old. So if you want to dodge spoilers, skip ahead 30 seconds. You have been warned. Raul is wearing the exact same suit that of this boat. This boat is called the Clarion, and we got our first look at this back in trailer 1 in 2023 as well. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about the box art as well as the soundtrack. Let's talk about the new little video that we got of Vice City here. Now, first thing you need to know is it's actually not in 4K or even 1080p. I think it's in 720p. So I've seen a few people complaining online that it doesn't look that good. So whenever trailer 3 comes out, I'm sure we're going to get a better look at the city in high res. But even still, with this low resolution little video here, there's a lot to learn. First, let's look at all of the vehicles that we saw. We saw 2 returning helicopters in the clip. The first one here is the Swift helicopter from GTA 5, as well as later on in the clip here, we got the Maverick also returning from GTA 5. We also see a bunch of planes in the sky. Unfortunately, we can't identify any of them. They're just too far away and too small. But you can see 2 of the planes heading towards the Miami airport, which we know is just on the other side of the city here. If you look at the mapping project, this is where the airport is going to be, just to the left or the west of Vice City. Anyway, that's going to be way back here.
Ultimately, man, so I just wanted, here's my thing. I just wanted to talk about this, but I want to talk about the behind the scenes aspect of this, right? If you are a streamer, if you aren't a streamer, and you're thinking about streaming and you want to get into gaming, this will be your opportunity. This will be the perfect time for you to go ahead and start streaming immediately. One of the biggest things, one of the individuals who I think they created their own city, and I think you can do that too. T Grizzly created an entire city. He got an entire foundation making bread off of just playing GTA because he created his own city. I think you got your whole, you get people to the Discord and you can create the whole, I forgot the entire aspect of it, the entire aspect of how you're doing it, because I was even thinking about doing it too. And I think there's something with setting your PC up the right way in order to be able to do it, in order for you to create your whole city, creating an entire community, neighborhood and everything for that. So I think that's one of the things that I might get into. I think I'm actually going to get into it. I think that may be a little side thing that I can do outside of, doing my reaction videos. I think this would be pretty dope. What's good, Southern Expert? So I think this would be pretty dope. And I think this is a great opportunity for a lot of people to make a lot of money off of this. Because guess what? Everybody going to be in the house for a minute. Anybody who played GTA when they was a youngin', especially Vice City, because I think Vice City was the best one. I'm not going to hold you. Vice City was the best one. So the fact that it's coming out again, new and improved upgrades, and now you can actually stream it, yeah, boy, it's going to be wild. A lot of people going to be in the house. 1,000%. A lot of people going to be in the house this summer. Well, whenever they decide to actually release it. So this is your opportunity to start making money. So if you're considering streaming, go ahead and get that PC, go ahead and get that laptop, go ahead and get your microphone, go ahead and get all your setups and get yourself ready for when this junk drops, because I'm telling you, systems is gonna be breaking. Everybody gonna be trying to get in. Me personally, I gotta play story mode first before I do anything. I gotta play story mode. I gotta play story mode. That's my thing. Got to do story mode, and then I'll dive into the whole community and the aspect of it. But realistically, though, I think this would be a great opportunity for people to start making money and start building a community. And you can do a lot with this. And then on top of that, I believe you can actually make money within the game too. So that's gonna be dope too. I think you can own businesses within the game. You can do a lot, bro. And I still ain't even scratched the surface on everything that you could actually do. I just know from a business standpoint, you finna go crazy. You say, oh, we live because I'm on the game. As soon as it comes out, I might cop the new. Hey, you see what I'm saying? So I might, man, listen, bro. I think it's about to be about to create a whole channel of just straight live streaming the game. Because I got Twitch, we got Kick, so can easily turn into a gaming thing and go crazy with it. You feel me? That might be the wave, bro. That might be the move. Have to look into that. That was the worst parents. That was the worst parents ever should have tried. I hope he runs into a whole lot of bears. That's crazy. Motherboards and internet servers gonna be smoking that weekend. Man, who you telling? Don't expect to go outside. That's all I'm gonna say. Nobody gonna be outside that day. So if you want to get things done, that's probably the best thing to do. That'll be the best time to do it. When GTA drops, everybody gonna be in the house. Everybody gonna be in the house. I'm terrible at gaming, but hilarious. People love to see me fail. I think that's what I'm saying. That'd be dope, because at the end of the day, you gonna only get better. So if you starting off bad and they seeing how trash you are, guess what? Yeah, you'll develop that. You would develop that, but you also gonna get better too. So now you creating a community like, oh, they look at the full care fair. You done got better. You doing now. You actually killing people. Ain't nobody killing you. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Create a whole city. Man, gonna have to create the. You know what? Might have to create an Arizona city. Like, hey, man. Create Arizona. Create a replica of Arizona. That's what you have to do. Create the replica of Phoenix. Own some businesses. Make some money off of it. That'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be dope. But let me know. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Are you gonna buy the game? You know, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play story mode? Or you just waiting for the server so you can create your own community and things like that? So let me know what y'all gonna be getting into. Or are you gonna stream it, or you just want to play it by yourself? You don't necessarily want to stream it. Y'all let me know. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. One more. Let's go one more topic. Now we really finna dive into it now, because I guess you can say it's funny, but Stop Playing Trey is his name. So he's a YouTuber, and he walks all across asking different women, black women to be specific, you know, why is it that they don't wear their natural hair? And he's an advocate for black women wearing their natural hair. But, you know, of course, a lot of women, they feel as if it's offensive, disrespectful, considering the fact that he's a black man asking women what are they doing with their hair. And so in this particular video, there's this woman, she in his face, she on his top about it. So I didn't watch the video, but I've only seen just maybe a few seconds of the video. I was like, this might be interesting to watch. So we're gonna dive into it, and then I'll give my thoughts and my opinions. All right. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you support the channel with the super chats. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
I'm gonna say what I want to say. If you don't like it, get the around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive. My husband been gonna love me, cause I'm so straightforward and real.
You said I'm racist?
Yeah, racist cause we black.
No, I'm not being racist. I promise. All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's been liking the video, subscribing, hyping the videos. You're making the channel come a long way, and I appreciate everybody. Let's get into the video. Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Me.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
You might be on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Why do you say me?
I think a black woman, the beautiful thing about a black woman is we could advocate for ourselves. We're black, we're beautiful, we strong. We take care of a lot of shit without a man. We don't need a man for shit.
So
a grown ass goofy. Remember, I just told you, you that old gang.
Jobs. The fuck? Weak ass niggas.
If I'm not mistaken, the question was, what is the most beautiful thing about a black woman? How did we go from that to her insulting men? Does it make sense to you guys? Because I'm kind of confused right now.
So you don't think black women need men at all?
I mean, we need men for all reasons. All sexual reasons, but in all reality, we don't need no man. I didn't watch my mother be a woman her whole life. She didn't need no man. She took care of me her whole motherfucking life. She did not need no nigga.
Boy, that hair was egregious that just walked by there. Hold on, G. Oh, he going through it. Hey, listen, boy, buddy going through it. Anybody with a haircut like that, they going through it, bro. Leave him alone, bro. You gotta leave them. You gotta leave them kind of people alone. He going through it. We can allocate.
Took care of me her whole motherfucking life. She did not need no nigga. She did not need my dad.
Do you think it would have been easier if your dad was there?
Maybe, but what that would have did?
It would have made it easier for her and for you at the same time. You feel me?
Yeah, because my father was in my life, even though he didn't be there as a man. He was in my life. We talked, we respectfully.
That's pretty ignorant to say, Ultra Maga. That's pretty ignorant to say, big dog. Now, what I would say is lock up degenerates across the board. Degenerate white people, degenerate black people, degenerate Mexicans, degenerate Asians, all degenerates. Lock them up, only if it's warranted. And not just locking people up just to lock them up. It's pretty ignorant to say. Come on, man. You gotta do better.
Know him, but he don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck about him, respectfully.
So do you think if he was actually there with your mother, do you think you would have a different mentality on men needing women?
No.
Or, I mean, women needing men?
No.
Okay, so you don't think they...
No.
But
if a female think they need a man, you're miserable. Because you don't need shit. You need yourself.
Okay. Okay.
You don't think that? Do you think your mother need a man?
I do.
For what?
For everything. I mean, it makes it easier. Life.
You think females need men?
Yes.
I could use my rose and get my nut off. I never needed a man.
Come on now,
everything is not about.
Come on, man.
Sex, though.
Everything not money-wise. I'm a whole pharmacy technician. I get money. Fucking man's money. I have a salary out here. I don't need no man.
That
Men
nigga
don't
crazy.
do shit, but fuck you over. Take your life. Beat the shit out you. Kill you maybe. Come on now. Real men. Let me find a real man in the city. The fuck?
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man, or?
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm very honest. I'm straightforward. I'm straightforward. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck around me.
What?
I'm very aggressive.
Yeah. Man, hell no.
And my husband gonna know I'm aggressive. My husband been gonna love me because I'm so straightforward and real. No bitch, no nigga like no friendly ass bitch.
The reason why I'm always smiling in situations like this, I don't care if you go back to any of my debates where women get in my face and yell at me, put their fingers in my face and stuff like this. The reason why I always smile is because I do not.
Nah, I don't think she wouldn't. She wouldn't. I wouldn't even do that. Yeah, she mad aggressive though. She mad. Look at her, bro. What she get so? My thing is, why she so aggressive though? What's going on, bro? What's going on? I think she real deal hurt inside. I think she real deal hurt inside. And I can only imagine what her mama like. I'm not, bro. I don't understand what's going on right now, fam.
Not take them seriously. Like, it's genuinely funny to me when they really think they can get in my face and act like a man and think I'm going to be intimidated. Negative.
Okay. It was nice to meet you guys. Y'all have a good one. Excuse me, you guys. What is the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Her smartness, her
intellect.
Being her hard working, being a hard worker.
A hard worker.
Being able to take over even when a man is not there. Not needing a man. Her confidence. That's the best part.
So once again, if I'm not mistaken, I believe my...
Why y'all keep bringing up? That's the question. Why y'all gotta keep bringing up the men? Bro, he just asked me what's beautiful about this is your opportunity to really sell people on why black women are so great. You keep bringing up men, the fact that you don't need a man. Ain't nobody ask you about your dating relationships. Nobody ask you that. It's crazy. Who told you it was sexy? Girl, where you be coming up with this? Where you be coming up with this? I swear you just be pulling stuff out the ass. I swear you do.
Question was, what is the most beautiful thing about a black woman? How did we go from that to talking about men? It's crazy how a lot of them hate men, and where's that coming from? Comment section. What do you guys think?
Not needing a man. Her confidence. That's the best part.
So do you think black women don't need men today?
Yes.
Why do you think?
But it is. I mean, it's a man and woman word. You can't be happy like that without a man or a woman. But you can damn sure take care of yourself without a man or a woman, though.
But like all in all, black women need men for them to progress, or you don't think so?
Absolutely not. Like a man don't need a woman to progress. You can progress on your own.
That's not the same, though, is it? It's not the same thing.
As what?
It's like a man needing a woman the same as a woman needing a man. I mean, yeah, it is. Because a woman can be rich as shit, just like a man can be rich as shit. And I wouldn't need you, just like you wouldn't need me, right?
But I mean, just
what you mean? Why was everybody confused? Did you see how that woman was acting? You see how that woman was behaving? Tell us to see why they choose the bear. Go ahead. Listen, go with the bear. Go with the. Listen, I'm not arguing. Go with it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave you to your own demise. I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm like, oh, you want to go to the bear? Go ahead. A hard head make a soft ass. Go ahead. Go with the bear. Go over there. I'm a shove. Go. Do your thing. Do your thing. Because we can show you better than we can tell you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Oh, that's what you on? Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Go with the bear. When you get, you know what I'm saying? When you get done with the bear, let me know what that experience was like. Let me know what that experience was like. Go ahead.
Like everything that's built around us right now was built by men, right?
Like the violences and all that shit.
The violence? No. I'm talking about the society was built by men.
About the economy, the society.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have any of this without men.
With
right?
violence, that's what I'm saying.
Like we wouldn't have it without men. However, y'all won't be here without us either.
Right.
But isn't that a bad message to maybe teach to your kid, like they don't need a man? Shouldn't you teach them that they do?
I don't need why we need men.
Because
explain to me why we need men, and I'll tell my child what you told me.
In order for the black community to progress, black men and black women need to stick together.
Men don't lay with black women. They don't progress with black women. They progress with white women, and they go with white women or Hispanic women or other races of women, except for black women.
But I mean, a lot of black women today want to be white, so that's why.
We're too much. We're masculine. We're too masculine.
Is that not true though? You don't think black?
Do you believe that's true?
I mean, just like the energy, like black women twerking and stuff like that in the streets. Like, come on now. Like, that's a lot of masculine energy. Am I wrong?
I mean, no, you're not. But it's like if a man don't need a woman, I mean, a woman don't need
Yeah. Again, and I'm being hypothetical too. Go. I'm doing the same exact. It still stands. Go. Go. Let me know what your experience is with that hypothetical bear. And I guarantee you, it ain't gonna be what you thought it was. That hypothetical bear can be applied to anything. The hypothetical bear can be applied to a woman having 100 bodies. Just like I said earlier, go ahead with them 100 bodies. And you continue to keep thinking that you still gonna get the man that you want at 100 bodies. Go ahead. Keep thinking that. Go with that bear. Go. I'm not gonna stop you. Go ahead. Then when you come back, because guess what? After your decision was made, after that action that you took was made, you can't take it back. It's not you can't get a refund on it. So when you go and take that action, and then you realize it ain't what you thought it was over there, I'm just gonna say, you had fun? Now guess what? Now go ahead and reap these consequences.
Is masculine?
Well, like doing stuff like that in the street is not masculine. I'm gonna correct myself, but it's more so like disrespectful to the black community, right? You don't think so?
What if the man gave a white woman?
No, just like black women twerking in the street.
Our tradition. I'm African.
No,
I'm Sierra Leone. No, I'm Sierra Leone. You can look at it.
Wait.
DC is right off a go-go. I get what you're saying. Twerking is unladylike, but you can't tell what lady to be ladylike if she ain't. If you having fun, you can't tell. Like I can twerk right now for your camera, but I'm not gonna do that because I got ladylike in me. Like
it's crazy that she's
got
saying that
ladylike in me.
because right before we pulled up on
got
them,
the right mindset.
they were just twerking in front of somebody else's camera.
I'm a lady, but I know when I can shake my ass and when not to. Like
So-
all these people, I'm not gonna shake my ass. But if it's like me, her,
Right.
her,
If we take
I'm gonna shake my ass.
That's different.
Yeah.
Right, but isn't like twerking like a sexual act in a
It
sense?
is though, because that's
Right.
what niggas look at you by, view you
Right.
as.
In Africa, twerking is not a sexual
Africa do that
Why
shit.
y'all keep
though.
trying to
Twerking
use?
is
Why y'all keep trying to use Africa? Y'all don't live in Africa. You live in the United States of America. Stop trying to use Africa as a metric, as a way to give you an excuse to behave the way that you behave. What they do in Africa, they do in Africa. You in the United States of America. You ain't African. You're not over there. That culture is over there. You over here in American culture. It don't work the same. Stop doing that.
Sexual act.
No, it's not.
It
It's
is
a
though.
dance. It is. It's a dance. In Africa,
And again, and again, go. Listen, and again, the concept still remains. Go. Go ahead. Do your thing. All I ask, don't complain. Don't complain. Don't mention the man. Don't say nothing about a man. Don't even think about a man. Just go be single. Enjoy yourself. Don't talk about how man bad. None of that. If you want to be single, you don't want to deal with men, you think you don't need a man, don't even mention the man. Despite the fact that everything that you use and everything that you do and how you operate in your entire life came from a man's hands. Do it. Go enjoy the bear. Go. Not finna continue to keep trying to, hey man, you don't need to be single, bro. You need nope. Go. I ain't gonna argue with you. Go. Let me know how that went.
If a nigga take his shirt off, that's a sexual act. A bitch can be like, damn, he look good as shit with his cock out, sweaty.
I can walk around with my titties out, with my pussy out, everything out.
Niggas walk around with their dicks out, they print shit.
Walk past me with his dick out. Why? Because they have self-respect, self-control. Y'all don't have self-respect.
So I really didn't even hear her in person when she said this, but she literally just said that in Africa, the women walk around with their titties out, but the men will not walk around with their dicks out because they have self-respect. What do you guys think about that statement?
Y'all don't have self-respect.
But see,
I see that on Instagram.
We're not living in Africa right now. We're in America, and nobody's walking around with their dick out or their.
Yes, they are.
Men are walking around.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
Where?
are.
You
Where?
You don't see it because you're a nigga. You're not gonna look at a nigga dick print. But we females, we're gonna look at a whole nigga persona and be like, damn, he packing.
Niggas be having that tight ass clothes they can't even fit to show they dick print.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a thirsty bitch. But there's bitches out here that'll look at a nigga head like, if he had his dick print out, my mother, I'd be like, damn. But I'm not that bitch. But there's bitches out here that do that to a nigga. And I seen niggas with dick prints out. The compression pads with shorts, yes. I don't agree.
But
yes,
I mean,
I agree.
I've
seen that.
We're talking about
you, but it's bitches out here. If you're not that
Yeah,
bitch,
girl.
then it's not you. But it's bitches out here.
Throwing them keywords around like
That's what
crazy.
I'm talking about. When
Okay,
he
so-
said being twerking on
is
it
like
is
a sexual. No, it's not.
In Africa, it's not.
It might
I
be,
can go around
but everything is sexual.
I ain't from Africa. I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. So if I go around twerking, they're not going to look at me sexually because
that's where it
why?
started.
They don't look at me like that.
Shout out to all my people from Africa, but Africans, let me know, is she telling the truth or is she lying a little bit?
But so are they twerking like women do in America, like the same way?
It's the same thing.
But see, don't you think that we need to have a little bit more self-respect? Like,
Yes. Well, how am I equal to you? Because I'm not the one who's complaining. I'm not the one who's complaining, right? I understand that there are a lot of things that men built, right? I understand that we need construction workers. I understand that we need union members. I understand that we need police. I understand these things. Women are the ones who talk as if they don't need men. We understand and respect the men who do the things that they do. We aren't the ones disrespecting them. Y'all are. So it ain't the same. I need y'all to start thinking, man. I do, because the combats that you're coming with, it ain't making sense. I need you to start thinking first. Think first. Think first. Think first. Come on, man.
in the black community?
Right.
No, because
What about you niggas? Talk about bitches. What about you niggas? I'm talking about from slavery though. Like, what you niggas?
so now a man can't have a shirt off.
But bitches can't walk around like what? Y'all can't have no shit. I'm not trying to do that, but if I have my shit all the way up there, if they can't have their ass out.
Y'all, this is why there's a double standard, right? There are certain things that men can do, but self-respecting men aren't just gonna walk around with their shirt off, correct? Self-respecting men aren't gonna show themselves in a certain light, right? Look at Shorty over there with the netted shirt on. Look at this. Look, she damn near halfway naked. She halfway naked at this point. Look what she got on. Come on, fam. But everything got to be an excuse. Don't nobody want to take accountability for nothing.
Honestly, I disagree with her. I don't think a man having his shirt off is the same as a woman showing her butt. And it's crazy.
Who fully clothed? Who, Olivia? This one right here, that's Bob. That's Bob behavior right there. That's the Bob. That's a Bob outfit. 1000%. That's a Bob outfit. What you talking about?
That she says that because if you pay attention to society today, you'll actually see that men are more modestly dressed on a regular than women. You'll see we're fully covered up most of the time, unless we're playing sports where we have to take our shirt off because it's too hot.
I ain't never been no incel. I'm always out in the street, so yeah. Hey, you can miss me with that.
All right, we're most likely going to be fully covered up, but you'll see women in society which show their titties, they show their butt, and nobody says anything. But you
Jesus Christ, she need to cover her back up.
Guys, let me know, do you agree with her? Is a man having his shirt off the same as a woman showing her butt?
But y'all not making no sense. I don't give a fuck if this a man's word shit. Bitches live in it. Y'all so respect us if y'all want us to respect you.
No shade.
Now we gonna be like, damn, daddy, or damn, bitch, what's up with you? Or damn, nigga, what's up with you? Just like y'all be like,
But do you
damn,
think
mom,
maybe that's why black women are like the least married and everything like that, just because of the mentality? Because what white women are walking around the street twerking and doing stuff like that?
Ghetto black woman, ghetto white woman. Ghetto white woman. I see them all the time. They be around with chicks all the time.
But why are we comparing?
Because white women don't act like this.
Yes, they do.
Where?
The ghetto ones, not
Where?
the ones.
Come to Pride on Saturday.
So
you gonna see all the white bitches.
Oh, Y'all ain't hearing it. Y'all ain't hearing it. They keep telling they telling on themselves. He said, what white women? She said, ghetto white women. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Weren't they just arguing about it's okay for them to be able to twerk because they just having fun? So they call themselves ghetto. Doing so much talking, ain't even paying attention to what they saying.
2 seconds, I can ask her. No shame. I can ask a white just party at the Mochella right now twerking her ass. What's the comparison? Because it could be white girls don't have rhythm and they don't even know how to twerk. Right. But they still be out here enjoying with us and we'll be twerking. What's wrong with all that?
It's a way that we need to be viewed as black women. Black women need to be viewed as respectful. Yeah.
Because we twerk, we won't be viewed as respectful.
Absolutely not. But look. I can ask any black man right now.
Because I'll be 110% honest with you. Go over there to ASU or around Mill Ave. Yup. All races be out here dressing just like Shorty in this black right here. It'd be a lot of, I say, oh, yeah, that's a bop outfit right there. That's the bop outfit right there.
Do you respect your girl twerking in the street? They'll all say no.
Not your girl, a black girl. Because we are single women. Yes. We're single women.
That's
Why
fine.
can't we twerk and have fun?
Do you want to be married one day or not?
Of course.
So how are you going to find a husband? How are you going to find a husband? Hold on. How are you going to find a... Hold on.
My love. Hey, come here. Let's ask hold on. No. We sorry because we trying to play. No. Ask her what you asked us. Yeah, I don't want to be on.
She don't want to be on it. She want. Okay.
Accountability is their worst enemy. You'll see I'm asking her a very straightforward question, and what she does is pull in two random girls so she does not have to answer my question. She's not slick, but I'm going to ask her again.
Wait, why are you comparing? What are you saying?
No. So
white women don't be outside twerking.
did you hear what she just said? Well, I said white women don't be outside twerking, but black women be outside in the street twerking. And I feel like black women need to have a little bit more respect for themselves.
You know, in other countries, they be twerking outside.
Yeah, but I'm talking about America, right? Like FBAs. Like black women need to have a little bit more respect for themselves and not be twerking and doing all this ghetto stuff in the street. Like, because...
Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to finish the full video, you can subscribe at patreon.com.
This is wild word, man. The deflection is top tier, boy. top tier deflection over here in these streets. But again, this is why. Hey, shout out to him. Shout out to him for doing the content, making the content. But this is why I'm of the ilk. Hey, go ahead, do your thing. Just don't come back complaining to me. Just don't let me hear you complain about it. Go and do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. And then when you get judged for doing what you wanted to do, don't feel no type of way about it. Don't ask me why come I can't do this or why can't I do this. Nope. You said that you want to do it. You are a woman. You are a grown woman. Hear me roar that you single. You should be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. Yep, you are 110% correct. But that does not absolve you from responsibility, accountability, and being judged. So go ahead. Go twerk in the street. Go be a thot. Go be a bop. Do what you want to do. Go twirl. You can go goddamn rodeo twirl on the D if you want to. Do it as many times as you want to. Do it as many times as you want to. But when that does settle and you decide that you want to be serious now, you want somebody to take you serious, don't come back talking about why or men bad and men don't want women, black women or white women or whatever the case may be, or whatever type of woman you are that's complaining because you wanted to do what you wanted to do. Don't come back complaining to me. Simple. Yeah, it didn't, but she's a respectable woman. The type of respect that Michelle Obama would get is light years ahead of the type of respect that these women on this video would get. Michelle Obama is going to get the respect. because she's a respectable woman, a respectable black woman, regardless of what side of the aisle that you're on in politics. She's gonna get that respect because she holds herself to that standard. She ain't out here, she's not out here being ghetto, she ain't out here being ratchet. She operating like a first lady, holding herself to a standard. It's a difference. It's a difference. It ain't the same. So that's why I say, go do your thing. Go enjoy yourself. Go have fun. Yep. Go have fun. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Split the cheeks. Spread the cheeks wide open for the game.
Sensational.
Spread them for them. Yep. Do it. Get wild with it. You hear me? Just don't be mad when you get judged for it and you don't get the results that you want because of your actions.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. He said, what in the Diddy party?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yep. So, with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure y'all hit the bell notification. Let me know what y'all think. Am I off on this? I mean, I don't think I'm off on it, but I know there's some people out there who may think I'm off on this. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. So, because they wildin'.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
He said Big Mike. He said Big Mike. Yeah. Today was dope. Today was fun. The people came and kicked it with your boy. We had a good time. We had a great time. I appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with me. Make sure y'all are here on Tuesday for the Banter and Barter Show. Also, make sure y'all go and show love to my recent posts as well. Go show love, go hype the videos, do all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go do all of that. All right? But I appreciate y'all. And until next time, my good people, I'll